subject and predicate, explained and narrated by Krishna Das.
We are going to do an important topic in English grammar, that is subject and predicate. We are going to do detailed study through this video. First of all, we are going to see what is subject and predicate. So let's have a look at the definition. A subject is the person or thing that is doing an action, or the person or thing that is the focus of the sentence. Now what is predicate? The predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. We will see the subject and predicate with the help of the given examples. You can see here the examples of subject and predicate. Amy held a pencil. Here Amy is the subject and held a pencil is predicate. Then you can also see Johnny wore a hat, where Johnny is the subject. And in this way, the other three examples are also given here. So with these examples, you can clearly understand what is subject and predicate. Here we can see the definition, another definition of both subject and predicate along with another examples. Let's read out the examples here for better understanding. The first sentence read, the big green frog jumped across the log. Here the big green frog is the subject. Another sentence, my sweet grandmother wore a blue dress. Here my sweet grandmother is the subject and wore a blue dress is the predicate. Like that, another sentence is also given. To understand subject and predicate in a better way, we need more and more examples. So here more examples are given. First sentence read, the dog barks at the cat. Here the dog is the subject and barks at the cat is the predicate. Like that, if we read out all the other sentences also as, Mr. Smith is my teacher. Joe and Bob played at the recess. Our family went on vacation. So here, the dog, Mr. Smith, Joe and Bob, and our family are subject and the rest are predicate. A sentence is a combination of words that gives a complete meaning or thought. A sentence has the following three parts: subject, predicate, and object. So what is subject and predicate? Now all of you know very well. Now let's come to object. Let's understand what is object and see the examples. What is object? Unlike the subject who acts, an object is a noun or a pronoun in a sentence which is acted upon. The subject is the actor of the sentence who acts upon the object. The object is a noun or a pronoun that is acted upon by the subject. For example, he is eating an apple. The noun apple in the above sentence is the object of the sentence because it is being acted upon by the subject. he. The subject he is acting, eating, and the object apple is being acted upon is being eaten by the subject. For example, she is singing a song. He is writing a letter. She is repairing her laptop. Note, all sentences do not have an object. Some verbs do not require an object, which are known as intransitive verb. Hence, sentences having intransitive verb may not have an object. Read the following examples. He is laughing, she is sleeping, they are running. All the sentences do not have an object. In order to have a complete sentence, each sentence must have a subject and a verb. These two parts of speech are the fundamental part of the subject and predicate that make up a sentence. Every sentence has a subject and a predicate, or it is not considered a complete sentence. In other way, we can also see what is a subject. A subject is the person or thing that is doing an action, or the person or thing that is the focus of the sentence. Most of the time, the subject comes at the beginning of a sentence, in which case it is very easy to identify. Take the examples here. My brother throws him the ball. For this sentence, the person who is throwing is my brother. As a side note, the other nouns are both objects. They have the action done to them. Him is the indirect object and the ball is the direct object. We can clearly understand this difference here. See the sentence here, do your homework. It is a command. In this case, the subject of the sentence is not clear. There is no obvious person or thing doing that homework. However, for most commands, the subject is implied rather than directly mentioned. Most of the time, the subject is the implied you. This concept is known as the you understand idea. Now see subject examples in passive voice. The passive voice is present in sentences that passively tell an action. Usually it has the word by in it, and the person or thing doing the action is at the end of the sentence rather than at the beginning. This is confusing for several reasons. First, the actor is not always included in the sentence. Second, it is a thing that has been acted upon that is a subject. Take this example. The newspaper article was written by the journalist. In this case, the person who did the action is the journalist. However, because of the structure of the sentence, the newspaper article is the subject. You can identify the subject by asking who or what the verb agrees with. Or you can pretend that the actor in the sentence is not written. In that case, the linking verb am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been is the action. The first noun is the subject because they do the action of being something. Take this example. The newspaper article was written. In this sentence, the person who wrote the article is unclear. Who know from the context it is likely a journalist, but the sentence itself does not mention anything. In addition, the sentence is not a command. There is no implied you in the subject. However, it is a complete sentence. For this type of sentence, the thing or person that is the subject. Okay? In this is the subject. All of you know what is predicate. The predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. It is the part of the sentence that is not the subject and includes all the description of the action and the objects that are affected by the action. Take the example, Mary likes to run at the public park. The question you can ask yourself here is, what does Mary do? The answer, likes to run at the public park, is the predicate. Notice that the predicate includes the verb in the sentence, likes. All the rest of the words that describe what she likes. When you have multiple nouns, the concept is the same. The entirety of the sentence that excludes the subject is the predicate. If the sentence has object, either direct or indirect, they are part of the predicate. My brother throws him the ball. In this sentence, throws him the ball is the subpredicate. Predicates examples in command. In a command sentence, the entirety of the sentence is usually the predicate. For example, do your homework. For this example, do your homework is the predicate. The subject, the implied you, has no influence on the rest of the sentences. Predicates examples in passive voice. The same principle that governs how to find the subject of a passive voice sentence applies here. When you understand the meaning of the sentence, the actor can be quite clear. However, that is not usually the subject. Refer again to the sentence below. The newspaper article was written by the journalist. As with the explanation given here, the subject is the noun that the verb agrees with. They do the action in the sentence by being something. In this case, the newspaper article was written by the journalist. Here you can see the bold part is the predicate. So we have seen the bolded part of the sentence is the predicate. It shows what the newspaper was and includes the phrases that describes being written by the journalist. So the bold part given is the predicate part. Simple subject and predicates. When categorizing subject and predicate, you have two options. They can either be simple or compound. The difference evident when you analyze the subject or predicate separately. Simple subject are subject that have only one actor. Usually this means the subject does not have the word and it does not matter what they do, just that there is only one. See the following examples, you can understand. The words in the parenthesis after the sentence are the simple subjects. You can see and understand the examples given here. You can understand well. Now we are going to see compound subjects and predicates. Compound subjects and predicates. As a contrast to simple subject and predicates, compound subjects and predicates are those that have either two people or things doing an action, or two actions that are performed. If you can see an "and" in the subject or predicate, that usually means it is compound. The compound subjects have two or more people and things doing an action. The trick to understand here is that the two or more people does not include nouns that are plural. So keep this trick in mind. You can easily understand. I repeat the trick. The trick is to understand here is that the two or more people does not include nouns that are plural. If plural nouns are not there, then you can understand. For example, a sentence where the parents are taking the children to school does not have a compound subject. There are usually two parents, but grammatically they are represented by one word. It is the same thing with a phrase like a herd of elephants, which represents lots of animals, but grammatically is only one herd. I hope you have understood the compound subject with the help of this sentence. By contrast, if you have Amy's and Timmy's parents, that is a compound subject. Even if Amy and Timmy are siblings, you could break the phrase into Amy's parents and Timmy's parents, so that represents two subjects. By the following sentences, you can see the examples. The children's books and backpacks were stolen while they were at lunch. Children's books and backpacks. Compound predicates are similar. They need to include two different actions, two verbs that the subject or subjects do. See the examples here which are given. You can understand by that. Let's see these examples. The water bottle had water and sat on the table. Here, had water and sat on the table is the compound predicate. Let's see another sentence. Gordon and Anna went to the library and read. Here, went to the library and read is the compound predicate. Like that, finish washing the dishes and put them back. Here, finish washing the dishes and put them back is the compound predicate. So I hope you have understood properly what is compound subject and predicate. Hello, this is KD. I hope you like the video. So keep on watching the video. All the best and good luck.